everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari ST A to Z. Today we're looking at a game beginning with the letter B. Specifically, we're looking at a game called B Squad, which, like last week's game, or last episode's game I should say, I don't know if these are going to go out weekly or whatever at the time of recording. These are public domain games. And again, I picked this out because it just seemed to be quite interesting. It's a public domain demo game that was created in 1996, so pretty late, and it was developed by Richard Hansell using GFA Basic. Let's just have a look at his README text to see what we can learn from that as well. Because being a public domain game, there wasn't a lot of documented history of this game aside from what the author put together themselves. So let's have a look at the README. My interest with computers began at the age of 10 when my school bought a Commodore PET. Over the years I've owned a BBC Micro Model B, an Atari VCS, a Dragon 32, a Commodore 64, another Dragon 32, a ZX Spectrum which I only kept a week, good man, an Atari 520 STE upgraded to 1MB, an Atari 520 STFM and an Aptiva Multimedia 486 PC. We had one of them, I think, if I remember correctly. For the last 3 years I've been a devoted Atari user. However, my Atari has now taken second place to the PC as it can't compete with the CD-ROM, hard drive and software available for the PC. Also, the mouse port isn't in such a stupid place and it doesn't reset itself every couple of hours. That's fair enough, I say. The mouse port on most ST models was in a really stupid place. The earliest models, it was in a sensible place. It was down the right-hand side of the console, like on the Atari 8-bit. On later models, though, it was underneath the keyboard, which is one of the most stupid places I've ever seen input-output ports on a computer. I study computer science at university and am currently working for Coda. This is currently in 1996, remember. A firm producing accounting software, yawn, for large businesses. My job is a mixture of testing and development, programming in C and COBOL on digital VAX and alpha platforms. B Squad was written in GFA Basic 3.0x and compiled using the GFA 3.6 compiler. The graphics were put together in Canvas. Sound effects were sampled from the PC from a variety of sources and ported to the ST using a utility from the front of an ST format. They would be better if it wasn't for the fact that my STE cannot play samples after an accident involving a mallet and a replacement PSU. Sounds very much like the accident that my wife's phone had with a hammer while she was working on the roof. She dropped the hammer on her phone. The interface between hammer and screen was not compatible, shall we say. It took 2 years to complete this demo. This is mainly due to the fact that I only spent an average for a couple of hours a week working on it. What he's saying there, very impressive. This is a very impressive result, considering he only works on it like a couple of hours a week for 2 years, admittedly. Background. The air supply in the escape pod was running low when sensors detected a cruiser within range. Although the craft failed to respond to any distress signals, it made no attempt to stop the pod docking with the main airlock. Now you are docked, the air supply has been replenished, but the pod will not disengage. Even if it could, it was a 1 in a million chance to find a ship before the air ran out in the first place. You may not be so lucky again. Alright, so your job in this game is you have a squad of people who escaped from something or other, and your escape pod has docked with a ship, but unfortunately that ship appears to be infested with aliens. To survive, you must destroy their queen, who is nesting in the bridge. The aliens have taken control of the ship's computer and are also in control of all the servo droids. Alright, the rest of the README goes on to talk about the various characters and instructions on how to play the game. So if you do want to try this for yourself, all of the instructions are included on the disc. So you can just refer to those or print those out or whatever you want to do. As you can see, they go on for quite a while. But it's not actually that complicated. This is an interesting thing. This is effectively a demo version, or a shareware version, I guess you would call it. The creator, Richard Hansell was his name, asked for some feedback on the demo and was asking for a registration fee of £3 sent straight to his address there. Please don't send an email to that address because Richard Hansell may not live there anymore. If I receive enough interest, then I will complete the full version with more detailed plots and multiple scenarios. I may even make a few improvements to the game engine. Here's my wish list. More character interaction, movie 3D combat sequences, more weaponry, including hand-to-hand, interesting things to do in rooms, and bigger and nastier aliens. So effectively, what he was doing there was crowdfunding the full version of his game. I don't know if it ever came to fruition, because the only version of B Squad that is archived online that I could find anyway, admittedly I didn't look very hard, but the only version I could find was this demo version, so I can only assume that the full version didn't come to fruition. If it did, and you have a copy, please feel free to correct me down in the comments, and I will gladly take a look at that, because I really like what I see here, as hopefully will you. So, this is a turn-based strategy game. It's vaguely akin to something like XCOM, I guess, from a top-down perspective. It's a little bit simpler than that, because it doesn't have the overall sort of management of your squad and levelling up and that sort of thing. It's just basically a single scenario that you play through with a preset bunch of characters, each of whom have their own capabilities and specialisms. And yeah, I just tried this out a little bit earlier just to see how it worked, and it looked really cool. So we'll spend a bit of time with it today, see how far we can get, and go from there. You have docked with a cruiser that has been infested by a number of alien life forms. Your mission is to locate and destroy the Nest Queen. Be advised that the aliens control all mechs and computers. Send a check or postal order for £3 made payable to Richard Hansell to that address where he probably isn't anymore. Or he might be, you never know. Either way, don't write to him. Right, so here we are. This will look immediately familiar to anyone who has played something like Space Crusade, because, yeah, I feel like this is maybe taking a bit of influence from Space Crusade as well. Here's our little squad of people, all dressed in blue. And here are the individual squad members up here. So we've got Roxy, Dorian, Julius, Hooper, Tobias, and Talis. Excuse me. You can get information on any of them by right-clicking on them. So you can see that Roxy has decent strength, skill, good agility, reasonable life, and she is currently wielding... Oh, these are her skills. So she is best with an assault rifle. How do we find out what she's using? Oh, she's using a handgun at the moment, but ideally we want her to use an assault rifle. Okay, let's check out the other guys. Here is Dorian, who is got a bit less strength, decent amount of skill, good amount of agility, relatively low on life. His skills, he's best with a handgun or throwing grenades. So he can stick with what he's got for the moment. Julius, very high skill, pretty high agility, decent strength, decent life. Skills, he's very good with a handgun. So yeah, he can keep using the handgun. Hooper, loads of life, loads of strength, a little bit more mediocre on the others. He is best with the flamethrower. So we want to see if we can get hold of a flamethrower for him. Tobias, pretty good stats all round, really. He's best with the plasma device. And finally, Talis, best with a needle gun. Right. So, like I say, this game is turn-based. So the way it works is you select a character to use. So let's start with Talis, for example, and we see that Talis has a yellow outline here and is also highlighted on the map down here. We can get Talis to move by clicking the move button, and that highlights all the squares that she's available to move to. So if we click over here onto the door, and you see the lights under her name go out to show how many movement points she's got. So she's the one who's able to move the furthest. So she's going to be good for scouting and things. Right, we can then take, let's say Roxy forwards. Now Roxy can reach that next door, so she can move up like that. Oh, is that an alien? I assume that is an alien. So we should be able to go action, shoot. And you'll see just by the arrow icons over there, she has an 81% chance of hitting there. And that's affected by her skill with the weapon and the range to the enemy. It's a hit for 3 damage. And that has destroyed the alien. And that kind of alien is called a grub, if I remember correctly, and they explode. So you want to kill them while they are a good distance away from you. Right. You can use these arrows to scroll the map around, but you can only scroll as far as you've revealed. So we haven't revealed any further than this corridor. So we can't move any further. And Roxy still has a movement point left, so we can move her 1 more space. And the door's closed behind her. Alright, let's take Dorian next. He's got enough moves to get all the way over there next to Roxy, so let's do that and give her some backup. Doesn't seem to take a movement point to open a door from the look of things. I assume they're automatic doors. Julius. Now, he can only go this far because you can't move through your own pieces from the look of things. Which is fine. As long as you know that restriction right from the beginning. Oh, he could only move that far anyway. That makes sense. Yeah, as long as you're aware of that restriction from the beginning, you can strategize around it. Okay, and finally Tobias. Can he make it to that? No. Okay. Right. The other buttons we got here. This question mark here tells you a little text description of the room that your currently selected piece is in. So if we select Roxy again, we should get a different description. This corridor connects the cargo bay to the passenger deck. A red glow emanates through the opaque walls of the corridor. We'll let him off for the incorrect spelling of emanates. And the little figurine down here shows what weapon they're wielding. So you can see at a glance, without having to open their character sheet, what they're wielding. And this button here shows you the map that you have revealed so far. So this is where we are now. For some reason, these rooms have already been revealed for us. But anything between, we don't know yet. So we can't see what's going on in those places because we're not there. Then you press this button here to end your turn. And then the aliens have their turn. Indicated by the little noise going on the interface there. There's then a random event. Sometimes nothing happens, like what we just saw. But sometimes something happens. So it's a bit like in Space Crusade where you draw the alien cards and things might happen. Right, Talis is still back there. Let's send Roxy onwards to check out this next corridor. Now, can we see anything in there yet? Doesn't look like anything in there just yet. So let's move her 1 more space into that corridor. Oh! Evidently line of sight is at play. Right, action, Shoot. 81% chance of hitting again. That worked out quite nicely last time. It looks like that number at the bottom is your roll, and you need to roll below your chance to hit in order to hit. So there she rolled an 87, but she needed to roll 81 or below in order to hit, so she missed. Right, Dorian. You can't reach, which may be an issue. But you don't have line of sight from there either, do you? You do not. Okay. Cancel that then. Right, who's this? That's Julius. Let's send Julius the other way because we don't want to... On the one hand, I'm hesitant to split them up, but on the other, I think it's probably sensible to do so because... one, you cover more ground, and two, there's not there's just not room for all of them in these corridors. So if we split the party roughly half and half, one go one way, the others go the other way, that should hopefully give us some survivability. Without overwhelming us. If we finish by sending Tobias off in that direction too. Now, presumably, Roxy is going to take some damage from this. But nothing we can do about that now, so let's see what happens. Only one damage. That's okay. That's okay. Other aliens moving. Right, and on to the next turn. Okay, so let's take a look through this next door. And what have we here? Oh, we got two things here. I think it's a bot or something, I think. Can we shoot from here? 65% chance to hit, so probably better that we move a little bit closer. We can get quite a bit closer. Let's go to here. That should give us a much better chance to hit. 81% again. I will take it. 51. That should be a hit. And there we go. 1 damage. It's not enough. It's not enough. Alright, Dorian. Where are you? Right, you can get reasonably close as well. So you have a go. 81% chance to hit. 23. It's a hit. For 1 damage. Okay, so they have 2 hit points. We've learned something. We've learned something wonderful. Alright, Hooper only has 4 movement points, so he can't get very far. But we can move him up. Is there a way of querying what that is? This room is used for passengers to relax in during the voyage. No, okay, I guess we just have to figure out what that is. Right, meanwhile, I wonder if I should have picked up those E's. Because there's one over here as well. I wonder if that's E for equipment. I think it might be worth doing that, you know. Let's take Talis. Talis can go back and check those equipment drops while the others inch forwards. What's going on in here? Anything? I don't see anything, but that doesn't mean there isn't something. You can hang back there just for the minute. Tell you what, you have 2 movement points. So step out and have a look. And if there is anything to shoot, which there is not, that's fine. Okay. Alright, you stay there. An access corridor joining the different rooms on the ship. Okay, that is everyone. So I suspect these 2 are potentially going to take a small beating. But we'll see. So there goes our grub. He's just going over there. Presumably because he can't reach us. Oh, he's got a ranged weapon, but he's missed. He's going to go play some pool. Oh, cheeky. Hide around the corner. You think you can take cover, do you? Right, well, let's see about that. Roxy, you go here and you fire off a shot with an 81% chance of success because that appears to be... Oh, no. What a disastrous, awful, rubbish shot that was. Alright, you go over here because I don't fancy standing right next to you for some reason. And then... Fire! It's a hit. Ooh, for 4 damage. Ooh, they're tough. They are tough. What is that? What is that? I'm concerned now. Alright, Hooper. Catch up, please. You are needed. Alright. Talis. Oh, you can almost get to them, but not quite. Almost, but not quite. Can you interact with them from next to them? No, you have to be on them, I guess. Alright. Tobias. You move up to meet your friend. And Julius, you can take a little peek through this door. Oh, we got a bug. Fire 93% chance to hit. Yes, please. There it is. 2 damage. Destroyed. Excellent work, Julius. Alright, you head and take a look at this door. Another bug. It may have been a mistake. That was a bug on one of the other things that I'm not sure what they are yet. But we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Now all we've got now is Roxy has got a couple of moves left. Do we want to do anything? I think we probably hold where we are for the minute. No damage to Dorian. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Splash damage. Ooh, don't like that. Do not like that. Missed. Oh, no, you didn't. Only 1 damage, though. Okay, 1 damage. I'll take it. And he's going to sneak off down there and disappear. Okay. Right, so we're going to have to be a bit careful with Dorian from here on. Unless we can find some healing. Let's see what we've got here. Except I can't move on to them. Action? No. What if I stand next to them? Ah, action lights up. That means there's something to do. So we can take. It's an assault rifle. Oh, you can't carry it? Oh, that's annoying. So you can't carry it and give it to someone else. But that you can. Okay. Ideally we want someone who's good with the assault rifle to take that. And who was that? Who was that? Not Dorian. Was it Julius? Julius, maybe. Julius is pretty good with the handgun as well, though. No, Roxy has 75, though. So I think Roxy might be the optimal person to use that. So, Roxy, you get off a shot. Damn it. You're just taunting me now. I know that there's an assault rifle waiting for you. Okay. Right. Dorian. You move here. And fire. And miss. Good. That's what I wanted to happen. Hooper, your time to shine. The one with the 50% chance to hit is the one who hits. Of course. Of course. If ever you were in doubt that this was inspired by XCOM, which I don't know that it was, but clearly it probably was. Yeah, there you have it. Right. Okay. So Talis, you start making your way back then. Okay. Julius, how are you with shooting? 93. Do it. Lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely stuff. Now we know there's a nasty thing went into that room. So let's actually Let's hang back a little bit. Okay. Tobias, you can start making a move in this direction. As if they got splash damage, we don't want them standing together, is what I'm thinking there. And that will do for now. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Okay, that was uneventful. 81%. It's a nice hit. Good stuff. Right, you get moving that way. Good. Dorian, you step this way, if you please. And fire. Oh, still not dead. Still not dead. You put yourself on the other side of that door. Okay, good. Hooper. Your shooting sucks, I know this. Alright, you keep moving. You keep moving. Talus. You can rejoin the group. See, for a demo that the creator seems to think is unfinished, this is remarkably fleshed out. This is remarkably fleshed out. Which is why I wanted to play it a bit with you all today, because I think it's really cool, and I think it's worth spending some time playing it, even though it's technically unfinished. You can't see Chappie just yet. All right, that's that. Hello. Ow. Oh, Dorian. Oh, Dorian. I assume there's some form of healing you can find somewhere. Dead? Dead! Hooray! Whew. Right. Roxy. Make a move. All right. Julius. Is Nasty Thing still in here? No, he's gone. He's gone. That's unsettling. Where's he gone? He must have gone back into that room there, I guess. Okay. Hooper. Go get us some stuff. Oh, no, no. Explosives? Yeah, I'll take it. Shoot. I feel like that might not end well for Hooper, but we'll see. We'll see. Tallis. You head this way. And use your scanner. How does this work? Can you scan this room? No. I guess you have to scan something. Maybe. We'll figure it out. Tobias. If there's no slobbering alien in there, then you head back this way, if you please. And finally, Dorian. AKA, I'm going to die first. You tactical retreat for now. Lovely stuff. Good work, team. Oh, that's interesting. You can see. Oh. You can see doors opening and closing, but not what's actually happening in the rooms that you don't have line of sight to. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, Roxy. You crawl ever closer to your reward. Hooper. I think there was a little grub in the corner, wasn't there? Oh no, there's a nasty thing there as well. Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. 50%. 50%. Hit, please. It's a hit. For 1 damage. Not good enough, Hooper. Not good enough. Tallis. You can let's scout up ahead this way. Can you see anything? Oh, that's a much bigger, more complicated room than I thought it was. But no, you can't see anything in there just yet. Tobias. Julius. Actually, Julius, you come around this way. And finally, Dorian. You can... In fact, you can stay where you are for the minute. off the way they pump themselves up first. That's great. No damage to Hooper. Good work. Five damage to the card table and 6 damage to Hooper. That's not great, but he can take it. He can take it. Explosion in lower deck. Oh, of course. Of course it hits Dorian. This is emergent narrative happening right now. So that was one of the random events. So something actually happened that time. Alright, take the assault rifle. Okay. Julius, you take a peek into this room. There's a grub. You hear that from there? Let's find out. 75% chance. I like your odds. Missed. We nearly hit the other one though. 2 grubs in there. Okay, good to know. Talis, maybe you can do something about this situation. Can you see the grubs from there? Lovely hit for 1. It's better than nothing, but not as good as 2. Tobias, you limp up and support, if you please. In fact, Talis, you can retreat slightly. I like that you can move, do an action, and then move some more. That's good. Who else has got stuff to do? Julius, you've still got some more moves, but you can't shoot anymore. So I think you can take cover. Hooper, my man. What happens if I... Explosives primed. Watch your step. Does that, like, set a booby trap or something? Guess we'll find out. Yes, it does. Okay. So we just got to hope the enemy moves over that. Which they probably won't. But we'll see. Dorian. Dorian. Oh, Dorian. What are we going to do with you? I think maybe you can go this way. And that will do. Hello. May I help you? Hooper's starting to feel a little bit vulnerable there. Roxy, you need to hurry up and help out. Right, Talis. Time for some fancy shooting, if indeed they're still there. Which they are not. Of course they aren't. They are sneaky. Some nice AI routines going on in this from the look of things. Julius, shoot. 93% chance. Rolls a 69 and hits for 1. Better than nothing, but not enough to kill. Tennis, you can get a little bit closer. Can you get close enough that you can actually hit them, though? I guess we'll find out. Long range shot, 70% chance. Oh, it's a hit. Nicely done. 3 damage. Unnecessary. Unnecessary 3 damage, but... Oh, there's another one there. Julius. Time to step back. It's unfortunate you can't set them on... what they call it in XCOM, like Overwatch, where if an enemy comes into their line of sight, they will shoot at them. It's a shame you can't do that. But, again, demo game. I think what is here is very worthy of praise. Nicely done, Tobias. Hooper. Hooper might be in trouble. Hooper might be in a spot of trouble. Well, only one thing for it. Into unexplored territory with you. Oh no. There's another robot thing there. May as well pop off a shot at someone. Let's shoot that one. Oh, it's a hit. It's a hit. For 4. Nice. I'll take it. Oh. Should have come into the room. Should have come into the room for a proper look. Dorian. Dear boy. You go and take refuge in that room there. And we're done for another turn. Yeah, Hooper's in trouble. No damage. Hooper can take it. Okay. You just wander around in a circle. All droids frozen for this turn. Ooh. That is tactically advantageous. In that case, Hooper, you get moving back down here. And since you're there, you may as well take a pot shot at someone. Ooh, just hit. Just hit. And 3 damage. Not enough. Not quite enough. But it's something. Roxy. Okay. Tallis, where are you going to go? Have a look up here, maybe. No visible bad guys. Alright, that's something. Julius, you make your way into the room. No visible bad guys there either. Tobias. And Dorian. Can you do anything with those consoles, I wonder? I suspect not, but... Oh, you can. Examine. The engine controls have been damaged beyond repair. Well, that bodes well for our escape back to civilization, doesn't it? Okay, end of another turn. Don't do it. You missed. But it still hit. Oh. I don't like you. Missed. Lift stuck for this turn. Okay, well, given I don't know where the lift is, that's not a huge problem. Roxy! Come and back up your boy Hooper. Hooper, you may as well take a pot shot. And miss. Good. Tallis. Let's investigate this next room. It's a corridor. It's the most unuseful corridor I've seen. So forget that. Let's go back this way. Now, a horrible thing is lurking around there somewhere, so we're going to have to be a bit careful, I guess. Julius, you head down here. I'm curious about what's in that little room. Tobias, you go with him. Dorian, still hanging in there. You can go and join Tallis for all the good it will do you. He's going to get wiped out by the next AoE, isn't he? Oh well. Tread on the explosives. Ow. Here it comes. Oh no, you missed. You pathetic bastards. Oh, he's gone in there. Okay. Oh, droid's frozen for this turn. Okay. Roxy, time to shine. Except there's no one here to shoot. Okay. So let's just take a peek in here. Another corridor a bit, just to store him. We can see a thing. It's a hit. It's not good enough. It's good, but it's not right. Dorian. But you can't see him from there, can you? No. Of course you can't. That would make you useful. Nothing suspicious here. Alright, that will do for now. You're going to kill Dorian? No. Yes. There goes Dorian. Ow. Ow. Oh dear. I think our adventure may be coming to an end shortly, which is fine because we've been going for about an hour. And as much as I'm sure you're in awe of my amazing tactical skills, right, let's at least get revenge on this bastard. Death! Oh no. Unbelievable. I didn't realise bullets would hit the explosives. That's ridiculous. Oh dear. I think that's as good a place as any to finish. Because, well, Roxy was going to be amazing with that assault rifle as well. She had a 93% chance to hit from that distance. Oh dear. Now, the one unfortunate thing with this is that there doesn't appear to be a way to save your game. If you're playing on an emulator, you can just save your state, of course. But there's no in-game save function from the look of things, which is presumably one of the things that the Richard Hansell would want to put into the full version of this. But yeah, we'll leave that there for now, because it's been an hour, and I'm sure those of you who are more strategically minded than I am have found this excruciating to watch. But I really like this game. I think it's cool. And I think it's worth playing even in its obviously unfinished state that we've got here. There is a potential for something really good here. Something that I would argue is commercial quality. That is actually worth some money. It's just a shame that it doesn't appear to have come to fruition. Like I say, it may well have done, but I haven't been able to track down any evidence of it actually being a fully completed project at any point. But yeah, what we have is great fun. So I recommend you give it a go. And like most PD stuff, public domain stuff, you can download it from Atari Mania, guilt-free, and play it on a real ST or on the emulator of your choice. So just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.